What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we want to discuss the role that the DA is playing in South Africa, especially Cape Town, right? So things are changing, and what used to be the norm is no longer the norm. What used to be the norm is no longer the norm. What am I talking about? I'm talking about public swimming pools being downgraded and eventually getting closed. Guys, what is happening? So we're trying to have only Sea Point, I think. That's the only public swimming pools that are going to be operational, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I heard a lady saying. And she was like, all the other public pools are going to be downgraded and closed and only operational for like 3 days. So my thing is, it's summertime. What are the kids going to be doing? I mean, was this not a way to keep kids off the streets? I mean, are the public pools not a place where kids can learn how to swim? I mean, are public pools not a form of entertainment rather than just watching people drinking, standing, hanging out on corners? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing if the public pools are getting closed? And here's the funny thing is, the public pools are being downgraded to community pools in high density suburbs. But the one in Seapoint is like fully operational. According to the DA, there's no more money to maintain the public pools. Like, okay, we get it. So if there's no money to maintain the public swimming pools in those high density suburbs, where is the money coming from to maintain the public pool? Viewpoint. You know what I mean? So, my friend, I'm telling you, we are in, I don't know, I like to call it the end days, the end times, because I feel like things that are supposed to be happening are not happening, and the things that are not meant to be are happening. It just doesn't make sense, guys. How does this even make sense? To like, how do you even? I don't know. How do you even quantify closing swimming pools? I mean, if you're gonna say there's no money for swimming pools, and like there's not that many swimming pools, so why are we closing them? Why are we making them less operational? It's sad that the DA is deciding to go down this route, right? Because if you come to think about it, they're the same people that were issuing out monies, actually, contracts, actually, tenders, actually, to the tune of 200 million, 15 million, 30 million, this million, and that million. So, why can't they get the money for the swimming pools? That's the one issue, right? Okay, let's look at the second issue, right? Now we're looking at the issue of tenders, corruption, fraud. Now, dude, I totally get it that you can actually blame the ruling party for the corruption that they blatantly, openly practice, right? And call out their corruption. Okay, which is good. We like that. But don't be a hypocrite and try to keep your corruption under the carpet. Now, we all know that during apartheid, the government helped the white people through WEEE to get rich. And that's what the South African, that's what the ANC is trying to do with BE. But unfortunately, it was chopped and changed in such a way that the oligarchy members of the ruling party get to eat the meat of this tender stuff, right? If I could put it that way. And now I'm focusing specifically now in the Western Cape, where the DA is in charge and they issue our tenders, right? And it's supposed to be under BEE, right? Then it appears and it comes out that there are companies who are issuing out directorships to black staff members so that they could get these tenders. Now, the funny thing to me is that these people actually knew that this was going on and they still issued out these. Sure, dude. Can you just say what's up?
What's up? What's
Oh,
up?
wait.
Wait. What's up? How you guys doing? I'm MK from South Africa, but not from here. From other South Africa.
From other South Africa.
Yes, in Tanzania.
Oh, nice one. So the thing is, we got all these tender fraud happening, and it was meant to uplift black people, right? And unfortunately, white company owners giving fraudulent directorships to employees just so that they can access or meet the quota system to attain these BE contracts. Now, here's my thing. Why on God's green earth would you, as a government, willingly participate in these fraudulent activities, aiding and abetting companies that were found, that you knew or that you found to be fraudulently doing what they were doing, and you still go ahead and you issue these tenders to these companies? Why would you do that? Why? I'm just saying, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense, right? But the thing is, black people, colored people, Indian people have been getting screwed over from the days of apartheid. As if that's not enough, they're also going to put their hands into the BEE pie because taking from the previously disadvantaged people during apartheid was not enough. So what do we do now? Now we're going to take from them when it's meant for them to actually benefit. But we are not going to let them benefit while we're still around because we need to milk the system for what it is. You see, I like the mere fact that these people actually have the gall, the guts, the, I don't know what to call it, the fortitude, mental fortitude to actually just close their eyes and do what they do best: deprive other race groups of meaningful ways to get out of poverty. That's the way I'm looking at it. No other way. So it pains me that when we are saying we want to vote for change and we're looking at the DA as a possible candidate for trying to right the wrong things. And they themselves are part and parcel of the problem. So who does this leave us with now? Freedom Front Plus? Who? Can we even trust anyone aligned to AfriForum? Can we even trust anyone who had links or ties to the previous government? That's, I don't know, guys. I really just don't know. You know, when Helen Zeller speaks, she speaks so eloquently. She speaks so beautifully. She speaks so patriotically that we need to get rid of corruption. We need to clear this and that. We need to go back to the drawing board. We need to come up with new systems that can actually benefit everybody. And we all fall for it, right? And there's this claim that BEE was reverse racism. And so these people had to find a way to engineer themselves into this reverse racism so that they too wouldn't be victims. They were perpetrators, and now they turn from victim to perpetrator themselves. So they're always going to make sure that they're in perpetrator mode. Guys, this is disturbing. This is huge. This is shocking. This is, I really expected this here in the other provinces because for a very long time we've been hearing about corrupt ANTs. And rightfully so, trust me, rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. I mean, the ANC is corrupt to the core. Just like any other African government, they are the system. The system in Africa is just corruption. It's not even corruption, it's the system. You know what I mean? So if you're looking at it from an outsider's point of view, stop using the word corruption, you know, because it's the system. Cool drink, coke, whatever you want to call it, bribery is the system. It's not fraud. It's not crime. It's not criminal. It's not. That's the African system. So when you come to Africa, you just have to accept that that is the system. It's not a crime. It's not corruption. It's the system. And the ANC have found ways to better their system. But then again, we have now realized that the DA are also in on it. What do we do? How do we solve this? Because it doesn't matter which way we vote. We basically screwed. There is like no morals, no ethics, no empathy. Cyril Ramaphosa is using the word empathy. Empathy. I'm glad that we're helping the Palestinians because they really, definitely, honestly need our help since they were just abruptly flown out of Gaza or out of Israel. Basically, they said they came from a military base in Israel, flown to Kenya as a stopover, layover. They didn't even know where they were going, and South Africans didn't even know that they were coming either. So kudos to South Africa for opening their hearts, their borders, their wallets, everything, resources to help the Palestinians. Cool. I mean, I'm all for that. Trust me, I'm all for that. But you see now I'm saying but, right? Because now it's a big but. What's the big but? 153 families. And apparently, this is like the second plane load that came. There was a first plane load back in October, and I didn't even know that. That was a pretty low key kind of like setup, low key. And I don't know how many people came the first time around. Must also have been a plane full, must have been 100, right? So that makes it approximately 300, just over 300 families of Palestinians in South Africa, right? Okay. Where are they going to live? What are they going to eat? You know what I mean? It's obviously going to be a temporary situation, so they need to be housed. They need to be fed. So if there's no money for swimming pool, where's the money going to come from for over 300 families to be fed and housed? Surely that's going to take money, isn't it? Sometimes I feel like as South Africans, we are not and probably will never be priority or a priority to our government, no matter which government is elected on any given day. Because you elect a government based on the color of your skin, because you think I'll vote for these people because I look like them and they look like me, so therefore this is the way it's going to be, and this they're going to take care of me. Then look what happens. Then you vote for people that don't look like you, because then you're thinking, okay, they know how to do business, they know how to run it, they've been doing it for years and years, so I'll go for them. Look what happens. So either way, it looks like going to cost the vote in the upcoming elections. It's just like basically almost like a wasted vote, right? Because almost like a wasted vote, like a wasted ballot, almost, or like a spoiled ballot, basically, almost. Because you just, you just, you just doing your mandatory duty of just going to cast an X. That's what you're doing. It's like, I don't know, guys. I think we all need to be politically connected for us to know who we're going to vote for. Because if we are not going to be politically connected, dude, people, we are screwed from all directions. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, family, right? Holler.